a lot to discuss in this video. Oh god. Should probably spit out my gum. What's up guys, and welcome back to the Tech Spot. In this video we have a lot to discuss as March is just around the corner and we can expect a few different little Apple products that I'm super excited for. So in this video I want to cover all these products, what we can expect, all the features, rumors, and all that good stuff. I did a lot of research so you guys don't have to, and I compiled it all in this one video for you guys. So with that, I'm super excited. Let's jump right in. Alright, so first off, with Apple in spring, usually in March, we see an event where they release some hardware that's not really the next flagship iPhone, but it's some cool new products that they are going to release real soon. And then in June, we typically see the WWDC or Worldwide Developers Conference, where Apple usually announces the next version of iOS and all the new features. Usually a lot of people tune into this one. It's a really big event. And after that, in September is usually when we see the next flagship iPhone unveiled, and that's going to be the iPhone 12. So that's going to be coming in September. But March, again, is right around the corner. What products is Apple going to announce and unveil at the event? And there are quite a few rumors, so I want to jump right in. All right, so first off, we have the next iPad Pro. Steve McFly from OnLink says that the iPad Pro next generation will have the 3-camera system like on the iPhone 11 Pro and Pro Max. So a big thing with this new camera system is that it will have a time-of-flight camera system, as they call it, which will basically build 3D pictures or models for the iPad Pro, so you can go and edit them in there, because I know it's for like artsy people and you can do so much more. It's gonna be also a lot better with augmented reality, because again, it's gonna be able to like take like 3D kind of pictures. It's gonna be cool. You can have like 3D models and stuff like that. So the time-of-flight camera system will actually use a technology that takes the time of light it takes to bounce off objects, and it will build a 3D picture like that. So it's gonna be super cool. This will be great for reconstructions of rooms, people, and objects, so you can go ahead and edit them after you have taken those pictures and have like a kind of like 3D model. And again, this will be also great for augmented reality or AR, which Apple is starting to push even more. And who knows, we're gonna have like something that we're actually gonna be using with AR in the future that's not gonna be super gimmicky. Now on top of that, the new iPad Pro will also have a mini LED display, as rumors are suggesting, instead of an LCD. So a mini LED will have a bunch of benefits. First off, it will be a lot better quality. The darks will be a lot darker, and the blacks and everything will just be a lot more rich, and just the colors overall will be a lot better. And it doesn't have the downsides of an OLED display, which is like burn-in of colors. So you won't see colors burn in on the display permanently on a mini LED display. Although this display quality is not as good as OLED, it doesn't come with that drawback, which increases the longevity of your screen, and so you can use it for a lot longer time. And this new mini LED technology for the displays is lighter weight, so this could mean that the iPad Pro next generation will be even thinner. That's gonna look dope, okay? Hopefully it doesn't bend. That's my only concern, but they do have some good material on the iPad Pros. It's a very solid, very strong structured device, and I really love the slate finish, and it's an amazing device. I would definitely buy an iPad Pro, one of the new ones. I mean, I do have the old iPad, but the thing is, personally, I don't really use iPads that often. I have tried to use this thing so many times on different occasions just to try to get some use out of it, but ultimately I prefer a laptop over a pad. But yeah, they are really fun to use, and I can see how this could be a very productive device, especially for people who use the Apple Pencil for school and just like 3D modeling and art stuff, kind of like that. Now, the iPad Pro next generation is also rumored to have the A14X chipset, which is gonna be super fast, okay? Even right now, I can't find an app that takes full advantage of my iPhone Pro Max's processor, which is the A13, and it's just gonna get faster. So developers, make something crazy for us, okay? We have the power in the palm of our hands now. So that is everything we know about the next generation iPad Pro thus far. And moving on, this one is pretty heavy with all the rumors and everything surrounding it. So the iPhone SE 2 or the iPhone 9. It's basically the same thing. Some people call it the iPhone SE 2, some people call it the iPhone 9, but whatever Apple decides to call it, it will have a 4.7-inch display, and the design will be more reminiscent of the iPhone 8 as opposed to the iPhone 5 SE. So we'll have the look of the iPhone 8, a 4.7-inch display, And so it's going to look like the iPhone 8. Now, of course, it'll be faster. It'll have the A13 processor. So that's going to be super quick. And it's also going to have 3 gigabytes of RAM. So it's not going to be really a low-end device. I know it's going to be Apple's budget device, but it's still going to have all the performance and capabilities that you need in 2020. Now, it's rumored to have Apple's Touch ID and the home button. Again, it's going to have the design adopted from the iPhone 8. So it's going to have Touch ID. And here's the kicker. This is where the budget part comes in. So it's going to have one single camera on the back. It's going to be 12 megapixels. And the pricing is going to start at around probably $400 to $450. And the storage options that you will have are 64 gigabytes and 128 gigabytes of storage space. Now, Mac Otakara states that Apple will also release a second budget iPhone alongside the iPhone SE2 and the iPhone 9, whatever you want to call it. But this second budget iPhone that Apple plans to release will have a 5.4-inch display. Again, the other one will have a 4.7-inch display. So even if you are in a budget, you'll still be able to choose between different screen sizes, which is nice. And this version will apparently have smaller bezels. Now, Ming-Chi Kuo, who has been reputable in the past as well, has also expanded on the second iPhone 10 inspired budget iPhone, saying it will have a nearly edge-to-edge design, so again, bezel-less, and a smaller notch because it will not have Face ID. Yep, it will not have Face ID, but instead, Ming-Chi Kuo reports that this second budget iPhone will have Touch ID built into the home button or the lock button right here. So it'll be on the side. You just gotta press it right there and it will unlock your device. And that's what Touch ID will be. I think that's a lot better than having Face ID, honestly. So I would probably opt for the budget version if that's the case. If they put Touch ID in the lock button, that would be amazing. So again, it would not have Face ID. The notch would be smaller. The display would go edge to edge on this budget phone. So I think that sounds like a great phone to buy. All right, so we talked about the iPad Pro. We talked about the iPhone SE2/iPhone 9, and also Apple's second budget iPhone that they're planning to release as well, which we don't really know what they're gonna call. Now, what's more is AirTags. Now, AirTags will compete with a product called Tile, which basically allows you to locate your devices that you attach the Tile to using Bluetooth tracking. So again, AirTags will basically do the same thing. So you'll have the AirTag, which will be like a little device like this big, and you'll be able to, or probably smaller, and you'll be able to attach it to any device, let's say your wallet, your keys, or anything that you lose pretty often, or you think that you'll lose. You can attach it to your MacBook or wherever. And then if you ever lose it, you'll be able to find it using that AirTag, as it has Bluetooth capabilities. So the way that this would work is through the Find My app. So all your devices that you have your AirTag selected to will appear there. You can have your devices chime loudly so that you know where they are based on the sound it makes. You can just, like with the Apple Watch, when you kind of ping your phone, it'll make a loud sound so you can see where your device is and find it. And on top of that, it will also use augmented reality to help you find your devices by placing balloons. So you basically put up your camera and it will like place like these balloons to show you where the object or item that you misplaced or lost might be. I think that's a really cool feature. That's why I'm really gonna be using AR for something that's not gimmicky, being able to find my devices by having a balloon placed over it. So let's say it's stuck in a sofa cushion. There will be a balloon over it, so I'm just going to be like, oh, it's right there. And I'll just look in that cushion and it's right there. So basically kind of puts a red X on it so I can go dig there and find my device. Now, it will also have offline tracking, which is super cool. So that's where it comes into play where like, okay, well, all my devices already have like Find My iPhone, Find My Apple Watch, or Find My AirPods. So why would I need this? Because it has offline tracking. And also if your device is way too far away to be in reach of Bluetooth so that I could track it, you can still find your item. So basically, if anyone else in the proximity of where you lost your product comes nearby, they also have the AirTag or an Apple device, something like that, you will get a notification that your product or lost item has been found and where it is. And that person could also let you know, as it will bring up the details of your device and they could send it over to you. So AirTags are gonna be really cool. I'm super excited. It's gonna be so much better than Tile. I feel like they're gonna have so many options for being able to find your devices, and you will never lose the device that you attach this AirTag to. Now, pricing will start at $25 or $35 for a single tag, which seems kind of expensive, but it's not really expensive. It's kind of budget too. I mean, it's only $25 or $35 for one tag, and you will never lose your very expensive Apple item or just anything that you truly value. So and that, I think it's truly worth it. Now, Apple is also planning to release over-ear new Apple branded headphones. They are kind of dubbed the Studio Pods. I'm not sure if that will actually be the name. Probably not. But get this, they will compete with both Bose and Sennheiser, which are big players in the audio game. They have amazing sound, so that is good. That means these will have amazing sound. And with it being from Apple, they will be designed to be just as convenient as AirPods. So they will have like same connectability where it's just super easy to connect, and they'll be just as convenient as AirPods, except with over-ear headphones. And because they're over-ear and have bigger sound drivers, they will be a lot better quality in the sound department compared to AirPods. So if you do want better sound quality, but still want the convenient factor of AirPods, but have over-ear headphones, then these will be for you. Now, Apple is also rumored to release, get this, a small wireless charging mat. So Ming-Chi Kuo also recently said that Apple is working on a smaller wireless charging mat. We don't know how many devices you'll be able to put on the pad simultaneously and have charged at the same time, but it's probably gonna be one device, I read somewhere, but hopefully that's not true. Hopefully we could charge at least 2 devices, or come on, 3 devices at the same time, but I don't know if that will happen. But yeah, Apple kind of wants to bring AirPower back with this charging mat. I know it's not going to be as good as it, so they're probably going to run through it really quickly and kind of like drop it off as a product that you won't really hear about, because they're going to go through it super quickly, and it's just going to be a small wireless charging mat, except this time from Apple. Now we're getting close to the end here. What is Apple going to release? New MacBooks. So Apple is rumored to release a 13-inch version of the MacBook Pro with the scissor keyboard. So that is super nice. I really love the scissor keyboard on my MacBook Pro 16-inch. I tried the one on the 15-inch and it doesn't have that much travel. I like having more travel, and it just feels a lot nicer. So that is cool. And these scissor mechanism keyboards do last a lot longer. They don't break as easily. And on top of that, these new 13-inch MacBook Pros will have Intel's 10nm 10th generation processors, which means a lot of good things such as 6-core processor at the high end, improved Iris Plus graphics, and possibly DDR4 memory. And of course, you'll get all of that in a smaller package, being 13-inch. The 16-inch is pretty hefty. Like, I cannot like use it with one hand anymore. Like, I would have my older laptop, which is 13 inches, my 2013 laptop, and I would be able to like use it like this. But with this, I actually get tired because it's a big and pretty hefty laptop. So having a 13-inch variant with a lot of power would be great. And I assume, I don't know this for certain, but I feel like it would have the same smaller bezels that the 16-inch MacBook Pro has. So I can see right here, the bezels are pretty small, and I don't know if they will have that on the new MacBook Pro 13 inches, but I hope they do, because that was one of the reasons why I also updated to this MacBook instead of the 15-inch, because the bezels are just so much smaller, and it's small things like that that make me a sucker to upgrade. Alrighty, and last, we are going to be talking about the new Apple TV. So rumors are saying that it will have an A12 processor, which is decent, and some other rumors are saying that it might even have the A13 Bionic processor. So that would be great, because I know some people, they do game on their Apple TV and it just isn't able to deliver the performance that they want. So having a better processor is a must-have in the Apple TV. Just being able to go through the interface more smoothly, I think they need to do that quickly. Now, they're also saying that you might be able to control your Apple TV with the new AirPods. So being able to like double tap to be able to pause the show you're watching under Apple TV and stuff like that, be able to control using Siri and stuff like that, using our AirPods. That's a nice feature that would be coming with the new AirPods. But yeah, guys, that about does for this video. I just ran through all of my notes. Yes, I was not texting while making a video. I just cannot remember and talk about everything without my notes. So anyways, guys, hope you enjoyed this video. 2020 looks to be a great year for tech. We got so much stuff coming, and I'll also be making videos on the next flagship iPhone. So be sure to hit that thumbs up button if you are excited. And lastly, I want to thank you guys for all the support on the videos. The feedback has been great. This is the Tech Spot. I'll catch you guys later.